Sales are falling at McDonald's, the fast food restaurant most of us grew up with. Even rehabbing and adding latte machines hasn't brought in that much new business.
The world's most hated fast food chain is finally facing consequences that started with their food but became something much bigger. While you were complaining about soggy fries, a much bigger reckoning was building, one that could end their reign forever. But it's not what you think. Remember when McDonald's was the place where broke college students could grab a meal without checking their bank balance twice? Those days are officially dead and buried. The cost of McDonald's fries has skyrocketed by 138% in just 10 years. That's not a typo. We're talking about the same soggy potato sticks that used to be pocket change. What used to be America's most affordable dining option now prices out the very families it built its empire on. Low- and middle-income households are doing the math and walking away. When a Big Mac meal costs more than $15 in some cities, you know something's gone seriously wrong with the value menu. Here's the kicker, though. Fast food inflation hasn't just been bad. It's been brutal compared to how much workers actually earn. While McDonald's prices shot through the roof, paychecks crawled along like rush-hour traffic. The gap between what people make and what a quarter-pounder costs keeps getting wider every month. McDonald's tried throwing some Band-Aids on this mess with promotions like their $5 meal deals. Sounds great on paper, right? Well, even these desperate attempts to win back customers aren't working. People have already made up their minds and started cooking at home or finding cheaper alternatives. The damage was done. The real problem runs deeper than any single promotion can fix. Most Americans simply don't see McDonald's as the affordable option anymore. That golden reputation for cheap, quick meals, gone faster than the ice cream machine breaks down. Parents who used to take their kids there as a weekly treat now calculate whether they can afford it, like they're planning a vacation. McDonald's accidentally priced itself out of its own market. The brand that made its fortune being the everyman's restaurant now feels more like a luxury expense to the families who used to be its biggest fans. When your core customers start viewing your food as too expensive for regular visits, you've got a serious identity crisis on your hands. But here's the thing. Even if McDonald's suddenly slashed all their prices tomorrow, they'd still face another massive problem that's been quietly driving customers away for years. But pricing alone doesn't tell the whole story. McDonald's has another problem that hits even deeper than your wallet. Remember when McDonald's burgers actually tasted like something? When you could bite into a Big Mac and feel like you were getting real beef, not something that came out of a factory assembly line? Those days are basically over. The golden arches might still look the same, but what's between those buns has changed dramatically. The meat patties have gotten thinner over the years, much thinner. And it's not just your imagination playing tricks on you. McDonald's quietly reformulated their recipes, adding more fillers and binding agents to stretch the beef further. What used to be a quarter pound of actual meat now feels more like cardboard with seasoning sprinkled on top. Then there's the ingredient list that reads like a chemistry textbook. Remember when food had 5 ingredients you could pronounce? McDonald's current menu items contain preservatives with names that would make your high school science teacher proud. Sodium phosphate, calcium propionate, ammonium sulfate. These aren't exactly what Grandma used in her kitchen. The fries tell an even sadder story. McDonald's used to cook their fries in beef tallow, which gave them that distinctive taste.